To see the future clearly, you must understand three key insights. These insights are vital for navigating uncertainty and confusion. By studying them, you can confidently face whatever lies ahead. Now, let me share a Buddhist story that will show you how to simplify the unknown with wisdom and grace. In the heart of the tranquil Jade Shadow Dragon Mountains lies a serene Buddhist monastery, a sanctuary of peace and contemplation. The monastery, with its elegant wooden structures adorned with intricate carvings, harmoniously blends into the surrounding landscape, where nature's beauty is on full display. The gentle sound of a nearby stream meanders through the air, its soothing waters creating a soft melody that complements the serene atmosphere. This tranquil symphony is further enhanced by the delicate fragrance of blooming lotus flowers, which wafts through the open windows and permeates the air with their sweet, uplifting scent. Here the monks engage in their daily rituals, their movements graceful and deliberate, as they embody the principles of mindfulness and serenity that the monastery represents. Each breath taken within this peaceful haven seems to resonate with the wisdom of ages, inviting all who enter to pause, reflect, and find comfort in the present moment. Jin, a young man not a day past 20 years old, was sitting on a bench in the monastery garden, looking troubled. Master Li approaches, holding a small wooden bowl filled with rice. Master Li smiled gently. "Jin, my young friend, why do you look so troubled? The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and yet your brow is furrowed." Jin sighs deeply, his eyebrow twisted in contemplation. "Master Li, I find myself in a state of confusion and uncertainty. I feel as though I am wandering through a dense fog, unable to see what lies ahead. The future feels so unpredictable, and I am plagued by doubts about the choices that lie before me. What if I choose the wrong path? What if I stumble and fail in my endeavors? The very thought sends a shiver of anxiety through my being." Master Li sits down beside Jin, his presence calm and eased. "Ah, my young friend, I can see that the weight of uncertainty presses heavily upon you, much like a stone that rests upon one's heart, making each breath feel laborious. It is a common plight for those who seek to discover their true purpose in life. But let me ask you this. Do you know what the future holds for the stream that flows gently beside us? Can you predict its course, its twists and turns, or the obstacles it may encounter along its journey?" Confused, Jin replies, "No, Master. The stream flows freely, but I can't see where it leads." Pleased, Master Li, raising his finger in approval, continues, "Precisely. Life, much like a winding stream, flows in its own rhythm and direction. To embrace uncertainty is a bit like surrendering to the gentle current of the water, allowing it to lead you where it may. This journey, filled with twists and turns, is not merely about reaching a final destination, but rather about experiencing the many moments along the way. Each bend in the stream offers new sights, challenges, and opportunities for growth. It is in this embrace of the unknown that we discover our true selves and the beauty of existence. So let us flow with the stream, welcoming the unexpected and cherishing every step of our journey." As the sun casts a warm glow through the wooden beams of the humble classroom, Master Li, a wise and patient teacher, reaches for a bowl filled with glistening grains of rice. With a gentle yet deliberate motion, he scoops up a handful of the rice, letting it cascade slightly through his fingers before presenting it to his eager student, Jin, who watches intently with wide eyes. "Jin," Master Li begins, his voice calm and steady. "This handful of rice symbolizes more than just sustenance. It embodies the essence of our lives, our labor, and the interconnectedness of all things. Take a moment to observe it closely. With great care, he extends his hand, the rice shimmering in the light. Jin leans closer, captivated by the grains, each one unique, yet part of a greater whole. The teacher continues, "Just as these grains come together to feed us, so too do our actions and choices influence the world around us. Each grain represents a decision, a moment in time, and the impact it can have." Jin nods, beginning to grasp the weight of the lesson. Master Li gently encourages him. "Now, reflect on how we often overlook the small things in life, the seemingly insignificant moments that, when combined, create the tapestry of our existence. What do you think happens if we neglect even one grain?" With a serene smile, he concludes, "Remember, Jin, the lesson of the rice is a reminder to appreciate the little things, to be mindful of our actions, and to understand that we are all part of a greater whole. Cherish each grain, for within it lies the potential to nurture and sustain not only ourselves but also the world we inhabit. Here, Jin, take this rice. Now tell me, what will happen if you plant these grains?" Jin answered thoughtfully, "They will grow into rice plants, Master. But what if they don't grow? What if the birds eat them or the rain doesn't come?" With a slight nod, Master Li widens his wrinkly eyes in agreement. "Ah, the fear of the unknown. But my dear Jin, if you do not plant the rice, you will never know what could have been. Each grain holds the potential for life, but you must first embrace the uncertainty of the process." Master Li, rubbing his chin slowly and facing Jin, looks slightly beyond him towards the sky, saying, "In a world where every small action sets off a chain of unexpected events, studying the butterfly will allow this next lesson to vividly come to life. Do you know what would happen if the butterfly refused to emerge from its cocoon? Give this old man a few passing moments to tell you a story to begin this lesson on fearing not knowing what is to come." Jin laughs, signaling his readiness for another one of Master Li's unusual methods of imparting wisdom, as he waits for the master to continue. Seeing his student Master Li's instincts invite him to proceed, "Jin, I would like you to imagine as the sun begins to rise, casting a golden hue over the landscape. We find ourselves in a bustling marketplace. Vendors are setting up their stalls, displaying vibrant fruits, handmade crafts, and fragrant flowers. Among the crowd, a young girl named Su Yin is captivated by a delicate butterfly, fluttering gracefully from flower to flower. Its wings, painted in shades of blue and gold, seem to dance in the morning light. Su Yin, with her innocent curiosity, reaches out to touch the butterfly. But just as her fingers brush against its wing, it flutters away, embarking on a journey that will unknowingly alter the course of many lives. The butterfly flaps its wings through the marketplace, landing briefly on a vendor's fruit stand. Its presence causes a slight commotion as the vendor, startled, knocks over a basket of apples. The apples roll across the cobblestone path, causing a passerby to trip and spill the contents of his bag. As the bag tumbles to the ground, a precious heirloom, a locket passed down through generations, clinks against the stones, catching the eye of a nearby artist who has been searching for inspiration. Intrigued, he picks it up, and in that moment, he is transported to a memory of love and loss, igniting a spark of creativity within him. He rushes back to his studio, eager to capture this newfound inspiration on canvas. Meanwhile, the commotion from the fallen apples has drawn the attention of a local bard who decides to investigate the incident. In her quest for a good story, she interviews the artist, who shares his tale of the locket. Moved by his story, she writes a limerick that resonates deeply with the community, uniting strangers through their shared experiences of love and nostalgia. As the limerick is heard, crowds gather, and soon is sung by laboring farmhands in the rice fields, fair maidens striding through the market with their baskets heavy and full, and is even hummed by children playing before dinner. The song reaches the ears of a distant relative of the artist, who had long lost touch with his family. The relative, touched by the story, decides to reach out, leading to a heartfelt reunion that rekindles bonds long thought severed. Their meeting inspires others in the town to reconnect with family and friends, creating a ripple effect of renewed relationships and community spirit. All of this stems from a single, seemingly insignificant moment, the delicate touch of a butterfly's wing. This shows us how interconnected our lives are, demonstrating that even the smallest actions can lead to monumental changes. Master Li stands and gestures toward the flowers in the garden. Now, ready to share the deeper lesson, he continues, "Observe those flowers closely. They emerge from the earth, pushing through the soil with an innate determination. Each bloom, vibrant and full of life, represents a journey filled with potential. However, they are not immune to the harsh realities of nature. Some will inevitably fall prey to hungry insects, while others may succumb to the elements or simply fade away as the seasons change. Yet, amidst this uncertainty, a remarkable resilience persists. Many of them will continue to flourish, basking in the sunlight and drinking in the rain, adapting to the challenges they face." Jin curiously asks, "But Master, how do they find comfort in that uncertainty? How do they continue to thrive despite the inevitability of struggle and loss? What is it that allows them to bloom so beautifully in the face of such adversity?" Pondering for a moment, Master Li responds, "They do not cling to the fear of what might happen. They simply bloom, knowing that each moment is a gift. Remember all that happened from the simple flight of the butterfly. Just as the butterfly emerges from its cocoon, it does not know if it will fly or fall. It embraces the moment of transformation." Jin appears deep in thought, a look of realization dawning on his face as he begins to grasp the significance of the conversation. "So, what you're suggesting is that I should release my grip on the fear that comes with facing the unknown, and instead welcome it with open arms. It seems like you're encouraging me to shift my perspective, to see the potential that lies in uncertainty, rather than viewing it as something to dread. Is that the essence of what you're trying to teach me?" Master Li nods. "Precisely. Accept that uncertainty is a part of life. It is in that space of not knowing that you will find growth and discovery. Each step you take is a step toward understanding yourself and the world around you." Visibly more at ease, Jin takes a deep breath. "Thank you, Master Li. I will try to embrace the uncertainty and trust the journey." They both stand up and Master Li places a hand on Jin's shoulder. Remember, Jin, life is like the ocean, sometimes calm, sometimes stormy. You cannot control the waves, but you can learn to surf them. Walking along the garden path, side by side, I will learn to navigate the waves of uncertainty, Master. Master Li, leaving Jin with one last reassurance, says, in doing so, you will discover peace in the unknown. If you have found peace in the lessons shared today, I invite you to subscribe, like, and share this wisdom with others seeking their way through life's uncertainties. By joining us, you help spread these teachings, offering strength and reflection to those in need. Just as the stream flows, let us move forward together, embracing the unknown with trust and serenity. May your journey be filled with moments of insight and quiet grace. Until we meet again, thank you for being here.